Hello Arnab, this is Nick from CAI. This video is about a project we're sending your way for Granby, Massachusetts. There are 3,130 parcels on 64 maps with 100 and 400 scale maps making those up. We're going to be sending you a geodatabase that contains these feature classes here, and we are going to ask you to take these features and stick them into our data model. Overall, this should be a pretty straightforward project. The first thing I will ask you to do is to create an index poly and send that back to us, as some of these maps are rotated, so I'll need to populate that field for you guys. Otherwise, it's more or less just capturing annotation, other features that are on these PDFs that are not in the digital data currently. One thing to keep in mind is that these PDFs are more current than the digital data, so we're going to ask you to bring in any splits and merges, and update the digital data according to the PDFs here. A couple of funky little items here to keep your eyes out for. First is there seem to be quite a few insets here. As you can see up here in the top left, the bottom right on this map, they have put insets from inside of this map here that if you could just capture these on the neat text and neat lines layers, just kind of something to keep in the back of your mind here. Also, you can kind of see here that within map 1 they have like 3, I believe, maps here. We got 1A, 1B, 1C. These areas I would suggest not using index mask to cover it, but what we will do is, when you create the features within these maps, is to use those scale fields. So these parcel lines would have 400 scale set to no and 100 scale set to yes, so we could shut them off on these 400 scale maps. Another item here, as you can see, so here's a 100 scale map. They 100 scale only appear to have these traveled ways digitized inside the right-of-way. We're going to ask if you could capture these from the orthos instead of doing any sort of offset or anything like that. So you can zoom in here to an area. You can see pretty well here. So if you could basically capture kind of the edge of the pavement of these streets, that would be greatly appreciated. Let's see here. Also, any other easements, any features, like I said before, that appear to exist on these tax maps that do not exist in addition to text, in the digital data, if you could please capture that. I think the only other thing that I could really find taking a look through these maps was this fire districts line here, this kind of bold black line. Again, it only appears to be on the 100 scale maps. If you could make sure you capture that and put that on the planning lines layer. There is kind of some neat text here. They've got some parcel dropped notes that we would like you to capture. Again, otherwise, I don't think it's probably too much you haven't seen from us yet. And that's pretty much all I've got right now. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Look forward to working with you.